Hello everyone, and welcome back to Introduction to OPCloud. In today's video, I'm going to present OPCloud Grid. This is a new feature allowing us to see exactly the location of things on our canvas in order to align them more easily and nicely. And it is especially important when we're doing in-zoom for a process where the height or the level of the subprocesses determines the order of execution in OPM. So let's see what we are talking about. Our new feature is on the secondary toolbar. First, let us create, for an example, a little bit of some kind of a model. So now we have a very small model, and when we're not selecting any element, you can see there is a new toggle grid option. Once I click it, you will see there is a new grid here, and then I can align them in order to make it very easily and nicely as I want to do. I can now untoggle it to remove it. The default is, of course, not to be on. How do we control the grid and what we can do? If we go back into the setting page, under the setting, OPCloud setting, and style settings, you can see that we have the grid settings. The mode can be off or on. The default, as we say, is off. Once we switch it, you can see we have several options to define the grid. We have the grid size, meaning how much I'm going to move the things when the grid is on in terms of pixels, meaning that if I have 5, which is the default, each movement is 5 pixels. If I select an object and move it via our dragging mechanism, it will be in 5 pixels increment. If I will change it to 10, it will be 10 pixels element. The grid color, of course, is the color of the grid. The grid thickness is the thickness of the lines of the grid. The higher the number, the more thick the line will get. And the scale factor is the amount of grids or amount of lines that you can see on the screen. The higher the number, the less lines you will see on the grid. The lower the number, more lines will be added. If I want to, for example, if I will reduce it to 15, it will save automatically. Again, I will turn it off just to show you the effect. While I click it, you can see it's much smaller size. If I go back again to the OPCloud setting, go back to our alignment, and then re-input the thickness, and let's change the thickness to 5, just to make it sure. Again, for the wow effect, let's turn it off, and then click it. You can see that there are much larger grids, and there is a much thicker options. So if I'm, for example, when I want to use it, I will just turn it off, and then I will do in zoom, and now I want to align the things on the same level. You can see that I can now see it, and they're aligned on the same level, and I can see where I want to make them parallel, one before the other, and so on. So if I'm now doing like that, I know that C process comes before B process, and so on. Again, if I want to change it back, there's no problem. I'm going to the settings. I can again change it as I want to do it, or just reset to default, which sets everything back into the default as you can see it here. And once I go back, I don't see the grid. It's much easier and very nice feature that you can use to align your things. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and subscribe to our channel to see more OPCloud videos. about OPCloud and system modeling and model-based system engineering in general. Thank you.